So welcome to Chair Yoga. This is Beth from Wellness 360. Remember, if you're new to the class, the only rule we have is if it hurts,
don't do it.
Thank you, Jackie. If it hurts, don't do it. Yeah, all right, so everyone get comfortable in your seat. We're gonna close our eyes, and we're just gonna bring ourselves to the present moment by using our breath. So taking a nice deep breath in, and a nice full breath out. And as you're taking these nice and full breaths, just bringing your attention to how the breath feels in your body today. We are not passing any judgments on why the breath feels the way it does, but we are just going to notice. Notice how your body's feeling today. Notice if there's any areas of muscle tension that you're holding on to that maybe you need to take a couple breaths and surround that area. Give your body permission to let go. And during this practice, as your mind starts to wander, and it will, at any time you can close your eyes and just bring your attention back to the breath. That's a sure way that you'll always be back at the present moment. And we're going to take our hands to the side, and we're going to inhale both of our arms up and overhead, nice and big stretch, and exhale, arms down to the side. And again, inhaling up and exhaling down. Taking the next 2 or 3 breaths to go at your own pace, whatever that pace is for you. And exhale down. And you're going to take your right arm and keep those eyes closed. Just reach over the head. Feel that stretch from your fingertips all the way down to the hip. And then exhale nice and slow down. You're going to move to the other side. And we're just going to do this for a couple breaths on each side. Just inhaling over and exhaling down. Letting go of any beliefs that you're doing it wrong. There is no right or wrong here. Just work within your body and with your breath. As long as it's not hurting or you have any discomfort, you're doing just fine. And on your next deep inhale and then full exhale, we'll all meet back in neutral position. Hands to the side. We're going to take our hands to our knees, and we're going to exhale, and we're just going to tuck our tailbone under and curve our back. And then when we inhale, we're going to unroll, open up that chest, and gaze up towards the ceiling. And again, exhaling underneath. And inhaling nice and tall. Finding that nice rocking of the pelvis. This should feel really good along that thoracic spine. Just inhaling and exhaling here. And back up to a nice and seated position. You're going to take your right hand and you're going to thread the needle palm up underneath. And you're going to press that hand as far as you can comfortably. And I want you to take a nice deep inhale here. Feel that rib cage expanding. And as you exhale, push through just a little further. And on your next inhale, pull that arm out, and we're going to inhale. Nice big rotation. tuck it under. And inhale, nice big rotation. And last one, exhale, tuck it under. And nice big rotation and hold for a full inhale. And a full exhale. And come back to center. Very nice. Other side, palm up. And we're gonna tuck it under. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, just see if you can nudge that arm just a little further. Then we're gonna inhale that arm up and around. And exhale it back under. Moving along with your breath. And inhale, open. Exhale, under. And inhale, open and hold. Full inhale, relax those shoulders. Full exhale. And bring it back. We're gonna inhale, arms up and overhead. You're gonna exhale, elbows back. So I like to call this football arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Press it open, inhale. And exhale, football arms. And inhale. And exhale, football arms. One more time, inhale up. This time, exhale, arms behind the back. So thumbs come down and you can grab the back of your chair or you can interlace your fingers behind your back, whatever feels right to you. Some of us have more range of motion than others and that's perfectly appropriate. I am sitting at the edge of my seat, so I have a little more room back there. If you are against the chair, it may be a little harder, but you do you, whatever feels good for you. Nice deep inhale, feel that chest expanding. We need a little more of this in our life. And exhale down. Both hands to the right thigh for a nice rotation. We're gonna hold this for 3 breaths. With each exhale, just allowing your body to rotate a little more with that exhale. We're not forcing it, we're working with our body, working with our breath. And release back to center. We're gonna move right to the other side. Couple inhales, couple exhales here. Relax those shoulders. And bring it back to center. Open up those knees. We're gonna inhale up, overhead. As you exhale, I want you to reach forward and lengthen that spine as long as you can get it, pinching at the hips. And hands are gonna move down towards the floor. They do not have to go to the floor. They can go on top of your feet or maybe your ankles. Find what's comfortable for you. And on your next inhale, start with the tailbone. Tuck the tailbone under and start to roll your spine up 1 vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Once you get to the shoulder area, just allowing those shoulders to lock back and down into place, the head and neck up nice and tall. You should feel about 3 inches taller. Maybe not 3, maybe 2. All right, inhale, arms overhead. Again, stretching forward. Palms moving down towards the floor. Nice deep inhale. Same thing, tuck that tailbone under and slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time, we're rolling it up. Shoulders lock into place and we are nice and tall. Now in this nice and tall position, we're gonna take our right ear towards our right shoulder. not my right shoulder towards my right ear. Allow the shoulder to hang. If you feel a stretch, I want you to hold it there. If you do not feel a stretch, maybe you tilt your chin down a little or your chin up a little to find your aha place. These holds are not necessarily still holds. These holds are you constantly moving to find that right place, adjusting your posture, releasing the muscle tension. So even these still holds are not still. Bring it to the other side. Relax those shoulders. Just allow the head and neck to move around till you find that wonderful place of feeling that nice stretch. And then let's do a couple circles, just to kind of seal it all in. Doesn't matter which angle you're going or which side you're going, we're gonna go both. And other direction. Great job. We're gonna take our hands, we're gonna clasp our fingers, and we're gonna press it forward. You're pressing your palms forward, you're tucking your ears between your shoulders, pulling in that belly button nice and tight. And you're inhaling and you're bringing those clasped hands up and overhead. Then you're exhaling them to the right. Sorry, half of you are going my way, half of you are going your way. And back to center. Sorry, Del. And to your left. And back to center. And release the arms. Again, behind your back. Open up that chest. Nice and wide. Nice deep inhale here. Nice full exhale. And release. Shake out those shoulders. Just a couple shoulder rolls. Great job. All right, inhaling arms up and overhead. You're gonna exhale again, elongating that spine all the way down towards the floor. This time, as you roll it up, you're gonna grab a hold of your left knee. And you're gonna bring it up towards your chest. If this does not work for you, you can clasp underneath, whatever works best for you. And let's take that leg and let's just wiggle that heel back and forth. Working on that hip joint, loosening that hip joint up. Great job. Now we're gonna kick that heel out. You're gonna pull your toes towards you. Come to the edge of your seat. Remember, the edge is not to the edge because it is a slip chair. You're gonna hinge forward. Now when I say hinge forward, you probably are not going to be very, very far because we're hinging here. We're not reaching from our back. Our chest stays up nice and tall. Nice deep inhale here. Nice full exhale. Maybe on that exhale, your body allows you to go just a little bit further. And we're rolling it back up. Now we're gonna do some ankle pumps here. Just a couple ankle pumps. And we're gonna try it again. Hands down towards the ankle. Keep that spine nice and straight. Keep that neck nice and long. Nice deep breaths here. And bring it back up. And this time we're going to scoop underneath of our leg. And we're going to bring that leg out straight. And we're going to do some ankle pumps with our foot straight.
Mm-hmm. Little zing.
Maybe some ankle circles if that feels right to you. We're going to lower that leg. So what I'm going to have you do, I want you to hold your leg here. I want you to let go of your leg. Ooh. We're gonna slowly lower it. Slowly lower it. How's that feel, everybody?
Oh, man.
That hurts.
Nice and slow. Hello, core. The bad four-letter word, Jackie. All right, reach down towards the ankle again. That was a surprise core strength for you. If I warn you, nobody would come to class. Nice inhale, full exhale. And roll it up. Beautiful job. All right, let's pull that knee into the chest. Same leg, keep working on it here. And just pull that ankle over. All right, I still want you sitting up really tall. Nice and tall. Give a little bit of overpressure here to this leg. You may have really tight hip. You may have had a surgery. There could be so many reasons why you're here and not down here. So we're just gonna work on that, just keeping a little overpressure here. I like to use my forearm and kind of lean into it, use my body weight, so I'm not using a lot of upper body strength. Some of you may be uncomfortable just sitting with your leg crossed, and that's where you need to stay then. Great job. All right, pull that knee across the body, give it just a nice little hug. Sitting up nice and tall, watch that posture. And let's open up to the side. Beautiful job, back to center. Release that leg. And let's move to the other side. So we're going to inhale, arms up and overhead. I'm gonna walk my legs out just a little. Exhale down. And on your next inhale, slowly roll it up. Scoop in that other knee. Sitting up nice and tall, and let's move that heel in and out. Ooh, this one's a little lacking in some range of motion. Great job. We're going to take that heel, pull the toes towards you, nice and tight, and you're going to hinge at the hips. You want to keep that leg nice and straight, that knee nice and straight, but you don't want to hyperextend or lock that knee out. So there should be just a tiny bend, but you shouldn't have a full bend in it. You should be able to get it semi-straight. And then just close your eyes and come back to your breath for a couple breaths here. And slowly roll it up. Let's scoop underneath of our leg here. Leg out, let's do some heel to toe. All right, are you ready? Ready or not? Here we go. Let go and hold it up. Hold, 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 and slowly lower. Nice and slow. Great job. And bringing it down, another stretch. Always coming back to our breath if your mind starts to wander or your Wegmans list pops into your head. We know it's gonna happen, just whenever it does, bring your thoughts back to your breath. Sitting up nice and tall, and back to heel pumps. Great job, we have one more stretch. Back down, really stretching out those hamstrings. These hamstrings are multiple muscles, so we're really just taking advantage of giving it a lot of breath, a lot of stretch. may find one side is much more flexible than the other. Adjust your posture and give a little overpressure to that knee. If the overpressure is not enough, you can hinge forward and give it a little deeper stretch. I will let you kind of find what is best for your body. You are the smartest person in the world when it comes to your body. We're just too in our brains to listen. Great job. Up nice and tall. Pull that knee across the body. Again, sitting up nice and tall. Great job. All right, release that knee. Knees are wide. You're going to take hands to knees. You're going to rotate that pelvis under, curl in the belly, and tuck. And on our next inhale, we're going to inhale thumbs up into a big Y. And bring it back down. Curl it under, tailbone tucks. And inhale up, nice and tall, big Y, thumbs back. Shoulders down. There you go. That was a big adjustment. Good. And again, one more time. Hands on the knees, tuck the tailbone, tuck it under. And then make it nice and tall, shoulders down, and raise those hands up. Tummy tight. Make sure you're not doing a big back extension. Make sure your tummy's tight, shoulders back, nice and tall. All right, for the next little series, we're gonna stand up to the back of our chair. Florence, I'm gonna get you a chair so you don't have to walk around. So everyone stand up, and let me get you a chair too. Thank you. Got it? Here, this way you don't have to move your tank. You want an extra chair? Okay. All right, so we're standing at the back of our chair. All right, so we're going to take our hands to the back of our chair, and you're just going to step back a little bit. And you're just going to bend, hinge forward for me. Nice deep inhale here, nice full exhale. You may be up here if that's where your shoulders are allowing you, that's fine. Tummy is tight. And then bend the knees just a little and walk your feet back. Great job. You're going to stand up nice and tall. You're going to step back with the right leg. And I really want you to press that back heel into the ground. Remember, these chairs push, so don't use a lot of force on the chair. You're going to be sliding. Slide to the front. So you should feel a nice stretch in the back of that heel, maybe a little in your calf. So as you're stretching here, now I want you to push the pelvis forward. So it's going to look like this. And now we're intensifying that stretch. You're getting a nice stretch in the back of that leg. I'm doing this for you so we don't get our hamstring cramps like we normally do. And if it feels right to you, you can take the same arm, that's the leg that's behind, so your right arm, and you can go up overhead. And release it, and step it forward. Let's move to the other side. Step it back nice and wide, and press that heel down into the ground. You can bend that front knee just a little, just enough to add. A little extra kicker there. Bend that back knee just a little, just to make that back of the heel there a little more intense. And now we're going to work on pressing that pelvis forward, standing up nice and tall. And taking that left hand overhead. And bring it down. Step your feet forward. All right. You can keep a hold of your chair just like you are. I'm going to stand sideways. I want you to take and come up onto your tippy toe on one foot. Use that chair as support, okay? Remember, it does slide, so not too much support. And just find a nice balance here. So you should have most of your weight over that stabilizing leg. If you're feeling it, you can lift that toe off the ground a little bit. If you're not feeling it, keep your toe down. Take a nice couple deep breaths. The opposite arm of your stabilizing leg. That's a lot to think about. Whatever arm feels better, bring it up overhead. Keep one hand close to the chair. Again, you can do this or you can do this. I want you to be comfortable, challenged but successful. That's what I like to say. I want you to be challenged but successful. Great job. We're going to move to the other side. So weight shift over that stabilizing leg and bring your other foot. Just tapping the toe. And then if you feel comfortable, you can lift it off the ground. We're going to raise that opposite arm. And just finding a really nice breath pattern. So if you're feeling really choppy with your breathing, see if you can, on purpose, take some nice and deep breaths. Beautiful job. Release it down, foot down. You're going to come in front of your chair, but you're not going to sit down yet. Okay? You're going to inhale your arms up and overhead. And you're going to almost sit down. All right? You're going to almost sit down. So make sure the chair is behind you. That's super important. And you're going to almost sit down. Chest up nice and tall. And then we're going to slowly bring ourselves to a seated position. Oh, how about that, everybody? How about that? Anyone sweating? I was feeling like we should throw in a little challenge today. And we did. And you succeeded. You succeeded. And that's it. No more challenges. No more surprises up my sleeve today. All right, let's start waving hands like clouds. So, swaying back and forth, getting a nice big rotation here. At any point, if you feel like you want to close your eyes so that you can kind of get in your own zone and not be distracted by others. Finding a nice breathing pattern for you. Remember, these are Tai Chi inspired motions. I'm really concerned more about just getting that big fluidity of motion and finding a nice breathing pattern. Breathing on purpose, inhaling on purpose, and exhaling on purpose. Slowing that breath down on purpose. Taking control back. Isn't it nice to have control of something in this world? The breath is something you can always control. Couple more times, left and right. And back to center. Inhaling, arms halfway up. Exhaling out and back. Finding a nice pattern here. This looks so nice. I just think this looks great, everyone doing it together. Bringing it back down. All right, we're gonna add a little rotation. So it's gonna look like this. Inhale, exhale, and rotate. Back to center, and release. Inhale, exhale, and rotate. And back to center, and release. Inhale, exhale, and rotate. Back to center, and release. Last time, inhale, exhale, and rotate. And back to center, and release. Great job. You're gonna take both hands, and you're gonna inhale them up and overhead, and then you're gonna draw a big circle with both of your hands, and bring them back down. And we're gonna go the other direction. You're gonna inhale, arms overhead, and pretend like you're holding a pencil between your fingers, and you're gonna draw a big circle in the sky, and bring it back down. We're gonna do this again on the other direction. See if you can draw a little bit of a bigger circle, and release. And again, a little bit bigger circle, release, and down. Great job. Hands on the lap. We're gonna just work our joints all the way down to the bottom, and then we'll be finished. So we're gonna do just some little circles of the neck. And then the other direction. You may notice that it's a little less uncomfortable than when we did this the first time. Back to center, shoulder rolls. Great job. Circles from the elbows. There's no right or wrong here. Whatever feels right. Let's go the other direction. Let's see if you can move one arm one direction, one arm the other direction. Good job. Wonderful. All right, wrist circles. Very good. Let's place our palms together, and let's just go down and up. Down and up. Stretching out those wrists. All that computer time. Great job. We're going to do just a couple pelvic tilts, and it's a super small motion. It's just tucking under and straightening up. Tucking under, straightening up. If you're worried about looking silly, we all look silly. So, yes, you do. And so do I. Great job. All right, let's do a couple leg kicks with those knees. Great job. And then ankle rocks. Back and forth. Toes up, heels up, toes up, heels up. Beautiful job. And then let's just focus on our toes for just a second. Grip into the bottom of your shoe and release. Grip and release. So no one's able to see what you're doing right now. You're gripping your toes, releasing your toes. Gripping your toes, releasing your toes. And we're finished. Great job, everyone. Sit back comfortably in our chairs. Closing our eyes. I like to lay my hands palms up in my lap, but you can choose to do that if you'd like. And we're going to take a moment just to focus in on our breath. So we're going to take a nice deep inhale, pulling that breath in through the nose, all the way down into our feet. And then we're going to exhale nice and slow on purpose. And as you exhale, feel that breath leaving your heart center. And then a nice deep inhale through the nose. Envision that breath going in through the nose and down through the throat, all the way down through the lungs, pulling it down through the spine and into the toes. And then a nice full exhale out. And a nice deep breath in. Pulling that breath all the way down in through the nose and down through the toes. And a nice full exhale through the heart center. A couple more times doing this. Setting the intention with each exhale to exhale out any muscle tension that your body may be holding on to. And our last nice and deep breath in. And full exhale out of the heart center. Releasing your hands to your side, wiggling your fingers, inhaling both arms up and overhead. Palms come to heart center. Press your palms into your heart center, and we're going to take 2 more deep breaths, feeling that pressure of your hands against your chest. Last time, nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. The spirit in me respects and honors the spirit in each of you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much for joining me. If you're ever curious about why we do the deep breathing before and after, or why it's important to be in the present moment, our mindfulness class is next. So you're welcome to stick around. It is free, so there is no charge, which is fantastic that Webster Rec has done that for you. So whenever you're ready, you're welcome to leave. Leave the chairs where they are. If you're sticking around for mindfulness, just pull your chairs up, and we'll see you all next week.